Hello and welcome back to Outhouse Studio Devlogs. This time, we're going to make another progress update since the last time we checked in. Last time, we went over how we're going to set up a party selection scene and how this fits into the context of our MVP. This time, we'll talk about the progress we've made in our battle scene, namely with our ATB combat bar, and the things we've realized on the way. We've said in the past that we want our combat experience to be very dynamic. We also said that we were interested in turn-based combat. Our solution, which we find to be a happy middle ground inspired by Child of Light, is to have an active, turn-based combat system. This means that every character is moving along what we call the select bar in order to reach the selection point. The selection point is the point at which characters select the abilities they want to cast. From there, the character must move along the perform bar in order to reach the perform point, at which they actually perform the chosen ability. The speed at which a character moves along the select bar is determined by their initiative. The speed at which a character moves along the perform bar is determined by the character's initiative as well as the perform time of the actual ability. For instance, some more powerful abilities might require more time to cast, during which time the player might be open to possible interruptions. Please note that we also took casting time interruptions into account during the status effect creation, and there is a status effect that allows the characters to resist interruptions during their casting, in particular wizards. So far, we've implemented an ATB combat bar that consumes our party exported from the party selection screen. From there, a default set of enemies are generated to oppose our chosen party, and all battle participants are moved along the select bar with respect to their initiative. Once at the selection point, they can select an ability. For the moment, we've stubbed this in, and after the ability selection, they move along the perform bar with respect to the ability perform time and, of course, their initial initiative. Once they reach the perform point, the battle participant performs the skill, and an animation in the style of Darkest Dungeon plays before the battle is resumed. Something we realized while working on this was that we absolutely needed to find a way to segregate different sections of the combat experience in order to reliably test those sections. It's really annoying, for instance, to have to start from the main menu, select a party, and then get to the battle scene in order to test whether the characters are properly moving along the ATB bar. So we're going to spend some time thinking about how we can better isolate this for development. We're also likely to have the same problem for selecting abilities and ensuring that those abilities have the intended effect on their targets. So this is another reason for us to find a better way to compartmentalize segments of the combat experience. And because of this, we're also thinking about moving away from JSON and using scriptable objects, as this will allow us to define specific states ahead of time. Next on the roadmap for us is going to be to define the manner in which we're going to segregate parts of our combat experience, as well as working on the skill selection mechanism. On behalf of Outhouse Studios, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time.